watching the Western Athletic Conference Volleyball on ESPN. Welcome to beautiful Abilene, Texas, inside Moody Coliseum here on the campus of Abilene Christian for tonight's matchup between the Abilene Christian Wildcats and the UT Arlington Mavericks. I'm Sawyer Davis alongside my good friend Carrie Johnson, and we're ready to get this volleyball game underway. Carrie, what are your initial thoughts for tonight's game?
Yeah, today's going to be a really great game. Both the Wildcats and the Mavericks are coming off great wins, first WAC wins of the season, so it's going to be a really great matchup for both of these teams in order to get their second win of the season.
Let's look at some impact players for tonight's game. Carrie, who do you have?
Right now we have Ashley Edmondson, an outside for Abilene, and Brianna Ford, an outside for Arlington. Both of them are coming off of really strong nights. Both had 13 kills in their games of the first games of the season, and they're both leading their teams in kill overall for the season, with Brianna Ford with 169, while Ashley Edmondson has 128. So it's going to be really great to see these young outsides get going early.
Now let's throw it over to the third member of our team,
Logan
Kaylee
Browning
Carr.
is a crucial part of the Wildcats defense. The senior libero has recorded 132 digs so far this season, compared to her 2021 season where she only recorded 91 digs equally this far into the season. With 13 games remaining, it would be no surprise if Browning recorded over 300 digs, making a new career high. Back to you guys.
And here we go inside Moody Coliseum, just ready to get the first serve out of the way and this game underway.
Yeah, Sawyer, this is going to be a really great game. Both teams are really feeling the energy out there, and then they're just ready to get out there and play some ball.
And watching these warm-ups, these two teams warm up, you really felt the fire from both of these teams coming in. That's really surprising for a visiting team to come in here and just dominate warm-up. So I'm really looking forward to see what UTA does. On the road in here, brand new Moody Coliseum. The stands are packed. We got a student section right behind us, so it'll be interesting to see how they play under the pressure.
The Wildcats fans are going to be loud and proud, and they're ready to see some good volleyball today.
Number 10, Madeline Guffey, to serve for the Wildcats. An attack by UTA. Free ball sent over by ACU. UTA going to set up a play. And a nice dig by ACU, goes back over the net. Free ball sent over by UTA. And Jada Burkle, number 7 for the Wildcats, sends it down. First point goes to ACU.
Got a really nice hit there from the right side, and now the Wildcats are ready to get strike back again.
Nice few digs in that set by both teams. Served by ACU. And it looks like a tip off the fingertips of the Wildcats. That point's going to go to UTA.
Yeah, really nice read there from by the Mavericks there. Nice job using the tip of the block there to get that ball out. And
Number
point for them.
20, Jaylee Tritt, back to serve for the Mavericks. And Braden Bozier for the Wildcats going to send that one out of bounds.
She couldn't quite get on top of that ball there. She tried to adjust as much as she could, but unfortunately that one went out for her.
That one kind of looked like they were going for a quick set there, but Braden Bozier couldn't really get on top of it. That serve is out of bounds for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they got to be really careful there, Jim Tritt there with the missed serve. They got to be careful not to make sure those adds up, because if they start adding up, then that could be easy points for the Wildcats.
That's really one thing that adds up at the end of a volleyball game is service errors, and both these teams know that those are critical points when it comes down to this game in conference play. Briley Steinhilber going to send it over for ACU. Mavericks going to get it back. And that ball is going to hit ACU's court.
First kill there for Brianna Ford, one of our impact players that she was talking about. The Wildcats need to make sure that she does not get hot, because when she gets hot and she can rip the ball, then it's going to be really hard to stop her today.
Kill for Brianna Ford. That is her 170th of the season. Tip by the Wildcats doesn't go their way, and it is now 4-2 for UT Arlington.
Yeah. UTA right there, that block there was right up in the net, ready to get up in the faces of the Wildcats, and if they are able to defend the net tonight, then it's going to be pretty hard to stop them.
UT Arlington playing some great defense there. Serve deep in Wildcat territory. Steinhilber going to send it over. And the Wildcats cannot get that block to fall on the other side of the net.
Yeah, that was a really nice read there by UTA. Let's take another look at that. But yeah, really nice read there off of the block there. Tipped it right where the Wildcats were not. And so really smart play there by the Mavericks.
Short serve there by UTA. They're going to get it over. Braden Bozier going to reach over and tip it out of bounds. I think she was a little bit over that net is what the R1 is going to say.
Yeah, so Bozier right there, she went up for that one. Her arm slightly hit the top of the net there, so that would be a net violation for the Wildcats, so a point for UTA.
UT Arlington's going to go up 6-2 in this first set. And that one flew out of bounds. But line judge is going to call a tip on UTA. That point goes to Abilene Christian.
Yeah, barely just touched the tip of that block there. And looks like the Maverick players here are motioning to their coach to try to challenge that, so we might be taking another look at that.
You know, one thing you got to consider, it was the opposite line judge that called the tip. So UT Arlington coach may not believe that that's the right thing to call. So they're going to take another look at it. A challenge here by UTA.
Yeah, Coach Winger there for the UTA Mavericks, listening to his team there. They're going to hopefully see if they can benefit off of this challenge to see if there was actually a tip there off of that block.
And coming into conference play here, UT Arlington knows that they're going to have to go up as many points as they can early in this first set. That's why he wants every possible point he can get here. That's why these challenges are so critical, especially in a game like this.
Yeah, especially in a game like this because, again, we're in the middle of conference play right now. Every single game matters. Every single set matters. Every single play honestly matters at this point. So if they want a really good positioning for post-conference play, then they have to win right here.
ACU desperately wants this challenge too, so as they're not down another 3 points.
So let's talk about both of these teams for a second, Sawyer. So UTA especially, they're coming into Moody Coliseum hot. They're on a 7-game winning streak right now, winning 9 of their last 10 games. So they're coming in with a lot of momentum tonight, and so far we're starting to see that.
Well, now in the season, UTA is 9-4, 1-0 in conference play. ACU also 1-0 in conference play, but they're 4-9 in the season. UTA definitely looks like they want to be the most dominant team in here, but ACU is not going to go down without a fight. Last home game for the Wildcats, they played Sam Houston, and that game went in 5. I saw a lot of great fight by the Wildcats there. They really didn't want to go down without a fight. And now we have a call here. The point is going to go to UTA.
Yeah, that was a really great challenge there used by the UTA Mavericks by Coach Winger for the Mavericks, listening to his players that they did not touch that block, so now they get that point.
Really love to see the trust between players and coaches. Coach looking at his team, trusting his team that it's going to go their way. And Braden Bozier going to send this one down on UTA side. And she's going to go back to the serve.
Yeah, really great set there. Really great hit by Braden Bozier, putting it right in the right spot, using that block and helping her team hopefully get some momentum coming up here.
This team can always count on their outside hitters. Braden Bozier is one of those confident hitters that no matter what, she's going to come swinging hard. And if she's wrong, at least she was going 110%.
Yes, really great serve there by Bozier too, helping her team slowly try to maybe creep back up in this one.
Bozier back to serve again. It's a deep serve. UTA going to get this one back in play. And the second pass was just way too far. Jada Burkle going to send that one down on UTA side.
Yeah, Jada Burkle there, really good read there off of that shanked ball there. Really good read off of that ball that was going over, able to send the ball down where UTA wasn't and helping her team get that point there.
Bozier to serve. Good serve. Quick set by UTA. Bozier gets the dig. Steinhelber going to go up strong, and it hits the line judge. Of course, that's going to be out. Point for UTA.
Yeah, that's good for UTA there. The Wildcats were maybe starting to get a little bit of momentum, had strung together a couple points straight. So now that was important for UTA to be able to read that, not get that ball in, and get that point there.
Brianna Ford to serve. ACU is going to try to scramble this ball back over. Free ball to UTA. Outside set by UTA. It's blocked by ACU. And a quick set by ACU. Bree Box sending that one down. And Bree Box again. This time, she is successful. Point ACU.
At first, when you don't succeed, try again.
Try again, Carrie.
Yeah, that's what Reeboks did there. Didn't stop on the play, never gave up. Was able to hit that, transition off the net super duper fast, and then get ready to get up and swing that, and was able to send it home for the Wildcats.
Reeboks, the 6'2" senior out of Wichita Falls, went to Holiday High School. Fight at the net goes to UTA side. They're going to send it back over. Back set by ACU. That's London Gray sending that one over. Free ball, deep free ball to ACU side. Reeboks going to send it down. Big swing by UTA. Steinhilber on the other side. And UTA sends it over. London Gray with the block, but unfortunately, that one falls out of bounds. Point UTA.
Yeah, that was a really smart play there by UTA. Brooke Townsend there with the hit. Able to use that block, able to take it off the hands of London Gray and get it out and help her team get the ball back.
Brooke Townsend is third in kills for her team. London Gray with the cross court there. UTA, great scramble to put this ball back in play.
Yeah, that was really great hustle there by UTA. Let's see what ACU does.
And Steinhilber with a nasty hammer to UTA side.
That was a great swing from the outside there. Nice cross-court swing. She gets up, gets on the ball, and swings it down.
Right after UTA had an impressive scramble to get the ball back over, they just weren't ready for it, and Steinhilber is victorious in that kill. ACU serve is deep, and a beautiful kill by UTA.
Yeah, really great hit from the right side there. I believe that was Meredith Fisher. Really great, was able to get up, get that big swing, and just ACU could not take that ball.
Kind of felt the heat on that ball from all the way over here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Served by UTA. And another kill for ACU. That was number 9. Ashley Edmonston, our impact player for tonight.
Yeah, UTA really needs to be careful. Make sure to dig those balls because again, just like with Brianna Ford, if Edmonston gets hot, it's going to be hard to stop her tonight.
I really like this back and forth action. UTA has a beautiful kill, and then Edmonston comes back, and that's an ACU block. It looked like it was London Gray and Braden Bozier, but I think that one also going out of bounds.
Yeah, UTA so far, even though ACU has been able to get their hands on a lot of balls on the block, UTA has been able to use those blocks and send those out of bounds and get those points for them.
Edmonston going to hit it back on the UTA side. They get it over. Here goes Edmonston again. That one's blocked. Brozier with a quick set there. And Bozier just going to send that one quickly over to the UTA side.
Really smart decision there by Braden Bozier. Kind of saw that UTA's defense wasn't quite in position and just decides to throw it over and right where UTA's defense wasn't. So really great decision by Bozier there.
And what I really noticed early in this first set is UTA's defense, when they're ready and paying attention, they're really unstoppable. So that's what ACU is going to try to do here. They're just going to try to get them on their toes and send the ball over as quickly as possible, much like they did just then. Another point in the same way by ACU.
Yeah, right now, ACU is doing a really good job of using those shots, kind of reading where UTA's defense isn't and being able to use that to their advantage and finish off some points.
ACU is a good serve. And a beautiful kill. That was number 14, Brianna Ford, another impact player of tonight's game.
Yeah, second kill already of this set, second kill of the game. Again, if she gets hot, she will be hard to stop, and you could see how big of that hit, how big a hit she just had.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. UTA has 17 attacks with 7 kills. ACU 25 attacks, 8 of those being successful. Right now, it looks pretty even within kills here.
Yeah, pretty evens with kills so far, but the one thing that's hurting ACU right now is attack errors. They have 5 to UTA having 0, so they really need to work on keeping those balls in, even though they're wanting to hit big. Got to really work on making sure keeping those balls in so that they can get those points.
And the defensive stats are very impressive as well. 10 digs for UTA. along with 8 digs for ACU. This looks like it's going to be a very defensive game as it's been thus far.
Yeah, both teams are really on it defensively today, but both liberos are doing a great job getting those balls up, balls that are seemingly like coming down really hard, but they are able to get them up and have their team run their offense.
There's JT Wenger in his 6th season for UTA. Head coach, his record is 83-72 for the Mavericks.
Yeah, he's had a great season so far with the Mavericks' first year back in the WAC. First year just doing a lot of great stuff in the WAC. So he's really has his team under his wing, has done a really great job training them, coaching them.
Really great asset for the UTA Mavericks. And we'll be excited to see how his team prevails in Moody Coliseum. Number 20, Jaylee Tritt back to serve for the Mavericks. It's a short serve. ACU is going to get it back up. And that one brought down by Edmonston, tipped out of bounds by UTA. And now ACU is going to find some growing room here, as they're only down 1 to UTA.
Yeah, UTA got a little bit of a good run to start off this game, but ACU's slowly been starting to creep back in there.
Really nice serve by Edmonston. And that went off the hands and goes out of bounds of UTA.
Yeah, second ace for the Wildcats in this set. If they keep on stringing on those aces and they're able to get the Mavericks serve receive to scramble a little bit, they should be able to get some good points.
All tied up at 12. Back row attack by ACU. That one is blocked. And UTA is going to go up 1.
Really big block there by UTA. Let's take another look at that. Had the makings be a great back row attack, but right there, number 15, Courtney Puckett with the big block for the Mavericks.
It's always nice when you have a solid 6-foot middle blocker to just anchor your defense, and you have plays like that. Steinhilber sends that one on the UTA side. They're going to send it back. Jada Burkle, dug by UTA. They're going to send one back over. And that's blocked and fallen on the ACU sideline.
Yeah, really great use by Brooke Townsend there, using the block there to kind of put the ball right where the ACU defense was. They've done really great. Both teams have done a really great job of using the block to their advantages tonight, so we ought to see that continue throughout the next couple sets.
Steinhilber brings that one down, and it's tipped out of bounds by UTA. 13-14 UTA. Braden Bozier back to serve.
She was able to get an ace early whenever she was back there to serve, so let's see if she'll be able to do that again.
Serve is deep, a little too deep. That one flies out of bounds. The first service error, I believe, for ACU.
Yeah, first service error for ACU. Now the Mavericks and the Wildcats are at 1 apiece.
It's really something you hammer on in practice. You serve and serve. Over and over again, you really don't want to have service errors in a game. But we'll be right back. Come back with us as we watch. Welcome back to Abilene Christian University. in this game between Abilene Christian and UT Arlington. There's Elisa Blair, head coach of the Wildcats, her first season as head coach.
Yeah, Elisa Blair, really great coach for the Wildcats so far. Even though the record may show it, she has really gotten this team to buy into what she is trying to put down. Has some great experience too with coaching many years as an assistant coach at SFA, another WAC opponent for the Wildcats. So it'll be interesting to see how she will impact this program.
And there's Brooke Townsend, number 12 for UTA, bringing the house with that kill and a point for UTA. 16-14. Number 3, Elisa Duran back to serve.
Yeah, that's the 4th kill for Townsend this set. So far she's starting to get hot and so far been that main offensive force for the Mavericks.
Bree Brock's going to bring some heat on that one. It's recovered by UTA. They're going to send one back over. Steinhilber going to send that one. But UTA's defense is prevailing. And that one tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats, and a point for UTA.
Yeah, so far coming out of the timeout, UTA has been pretty on top of it, being able to have their defense rolling, really big hits, being able to use those blocks to their advantage.
They're a dynamic team, and they're a fundamental team, and that's really what you like to see. And what this coach has really brought into this team is just fundamentals, dynamics, and just a really well-oiled machine in this UTA volleyball team.
Yeah, great point for the Wildcats there, though, able to get back into it, get back to the service line. So let's see what they'll be able to do here.
Number 1, Briley Steinhilber, back to serve. Mavericks going to set one up, send one over. Recovered by the Wildcats. Back row attack by Steinhilber. And UTA is going to find a little hole in the Wildcat defense there as they go up another point, 18-15.
Yeah, really great read there by Jaylee Tritt from the middle, being able to kind of place the ball right where ACU's defense was not. So really great read there for the middle.
London Gray with a soft tip over. It's recovered nicely. And cross court goes out of bounds for UTA.
That was a really great chance for UTA there. Nice little quick set, but they couldn't quite get that swing to stay in bounds there. But really good play, good thinking there by UTA.
ACU serve goes over. And a nice kill by UTA.
Yeah, nice little slide there for UTA. Another kill for Courtney Puckett. She was able to, let's take another look at that, just be able to get right on top of that ball, right over the block and slam it home.
You love the way she hits around blocks. That UTA serve going to go out of rounds. You love the way she hits around blocks, and it's really a smart player to be able to hit around, 1 block, 2 block, and that's really what you like to see, especially on this level of play.
Yeah, it's a really hard thing to do as well. It takes a really smart volleyball player to be able to do that.
Madeline Gruffy's serve is too strong, goes out of bounds. Another point for UTA.
We have some back-to-back serves just out of bounds. I'm not sure how both coaches feel about that, but I'm sure that they want the ball probably to get back in a little bit more there.
They'll probably look at those in the film room and go over those. That serve is good for UTA off the arms of number 11, Sarah Cardenzeles.
Yeah, so Coach Blair takes time out here, probably try to calm down her team a little bit, help them get back into this. It's a 4-point lead for UTA right now, but it's not impossible for ACU to kind of creep back up there and make some noise at the end of this set and try to get the first set win of this game. Yeah,
Carrie, and already we've seen a lot of momentum shift. UTA getting out early in the first half, or in the first part of this set, and then ACU kind of finding their legs, getting the game tied up, and now UT Arlington's pulling away, looking for the first win of this first set.
Yeah, so far the Mavericks have outscored the Wildcats 6-2 ever since they've come out of that timeout. So they're definitely building on that momentum a little bit. So probably Coach Winger probably told them some things in that huddle to get them motivated, to get them back going. And now they're having that 4-point lead to hopefully try to take the set.
And if you're Elisa Blair for this Wildcat team, I think you really just have to encourage your team to play at your level. Most teams you find playing up to their opponents or down to their opponents. And really, you just have to play your own game and find out what works and what doesn't work. And I think that's what Elisa Blair is really going to try to encourage her team to do here.
Yeah, in some earlier press conferences this week, Coach Elisa Blair was really emphasizing how her team needs to just focus on themselves and play their game. And if they play their game, they're going to be pretty hard to stop.
Jaylee Tritt back to serve. Recovered by ACU. Free ball over the net. UTA going to set one up here. Nice dig by the libero of ACU. And Edmonston going to send that one down for ACU.
Yeah, got to give some credit to ACU's libero, Sarah Carazelis. She's been doing a great job digging those balls and was able to set up that play and a beautiful hit there by Edmonston there.
The freshman out of Williamsonville, Oregon. You really understand why she leads in kills for this team. She really just brings the hammer every single time she goes up. Jada Burkle going up strong, but that one's blocked. On the block, that was number 12, Brooke Townsend.
Yeah, UTA has been really great on the block today, really being able to be right, get their hands right where ACU really wants to place that ball on their hit. So far, I'm very impressed with how they've been playing defense today.
Brooke Townsend and Courtney Puckett on the block, their third block of this game. Jada Burkle's cross-court hit is going to go out of bounds.
I could see what Burkle was trying to do there. Maybe try to do a nice little soft cross shot, try to get the defense on their toes, and trying not to head into the block like they have been, but when just a bit outside for the Wildcats.
Steinhilber bringing down the hammer for ACU. They're not out of it yet.
Yes, that was a big play there for the Wildcats. UTA was starting to sneak away with it a little bit, but as you see there, Steinhilber able to just bring it down and get that momentum back for the Wildcats as they try to close out this set.
Bozier back to serve for the Wildcats. Short serve, UTA, gonna go across the court, tried to tip it over, but jump was just way too early.
Yeah, I was trying to Townsend there was probably just trying to get that tip right over the block to make it really hard for the defense to get that, but just came up a little bit short there.
And now we're gonna take a timeout. Timeout by UTA. They're up 3, 2 points away from the win.
Yeah, so both teams, very doable for both teams to win this set, win this game. It could go either way, but Wildcats will need to score 5 before the Mavericks score 2, so it's going to be hard for the Wildcats, but it's definitely not impossible.
Not impossible indeed, and ACU kind of creeping back up here, only down 3 to UT Arlington, but I think they really need to gain some composure when it comes to these last few points. They really need to focus in and try to get these last few points in and try to overcome the UTA offense.
Yeah, it's going to be really important, honestly, for both teams here to make sure that they end this set with the momentum. Even if ACU loses this set, they would want to take some momentum into that second set. And for UTA, on the other hand, if they just close out the set really fast and get that momentum going into the second set, that will be huge for either one of these teams.
Back from the timeout, it's going to be ACU back to serve. Number 15, Braden Bozier. Ready for that one. Serve's going to be deep. UTA going to set one up here now. Number 12 going to bring it down. Hits the top of the scoreboard. Bree Box was ready for that one.
Yeah, really, really smart play there for Bree Box. Definitely unconventional there, coming with that dig coming all the way up to the top of the scoreboard, but really, really smart play there by Bree Box to keep the ball in play and make sure that the ball doesn't die and keep ACU alive in this one.
The awareness was impressive. You know, it really just hit the scoreboard at such an angle. It came down really fast, and Bree Box just kind of set a hand out there and let the ball do the rest.
Yeah, I mean, that was just such a great read there. Just that athleticism, just being smart enough to know, like, okay, I just need to send the ball here. Send it over because she was able to see the UTA defense. They were kind of back on their heels a little bit because they thought the ball was going to drop, but Brewbox did a really great job of seeing that and sending the ball over, getting them on their heels, and getting another point for her team.
And that's another good example of what ACU is trying to do this whole game, is they're going to try to catch UTA's defense off guard. Not really something you can prepare for if you're UTA, you know, something like that. But ACU is going to really have to take advantage of the UTA defense not being aware of what's going on if they want to get as many points in as they can.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely they need to do anything and everything that they can do to try to get back into this one. Got 21 to 23. It's really close. Either team can take this one, so it'll be interesting to see how the rest of the set goes.
Back from the timeout, Braden Bozier back to serve for the Wildcats. Nice deep serve. Setting one up here, and that one's blocked. The Wildcats only down one in this first set, and they've got fire.
Yeah, they're excited, even if they lose this set, which is starting to look less and less likely if they keep on doing what they're doing. But if they keep getting big blocks like that one, start getting that momentum, that will be huge.
Serve by Brozier is too much, and that goes out of bounds. UT Arlington up 2 now, 1 point away from the first set win.
Big play coming up here, Sawyer.
Brianna Ford back to serve for the Mavericks. Steinhilber going to bring it down. Good recovery by the Mavericks. And another block by ACU.
Oh man, Sawyer, this is starting to get a good one. Become a good one. We're getting really, really tight here. It's any team's game right now.
And the atmosphere inside Moody Coliseum is really shaping up for this style of game too.
Yes, the Wildcat fans are loud and proud right now, trying to root for their team to get back into this game and take this set.
Madison Rohr back to serve. Quick set by UTA, and that's going to be the first win of the first set win of this game. UT Arlington 25, ACU 23.
Yes. Really great play there by Meredith Fisher to send it home for the Mavericks and help them finish out that set on top.
We're going to take a break, but come back with us for the second set of this Wildcat Volleyball. And welcome back to Abilene Christian University. UT Arlington going to take the first win of this best of 5 set volleyball match. They won 25-23. A really impressive first game. I'd say, for both of these teams, Carrie.
Yes, very impressive, really, really exciting. A lot of back and forth there. Honestly, I wasn't sure who was going to be able to come up out on top on that set, but it was just some of that early momentum that the Mavericks went on a couple runs throughout the set that helped them finish out on top. But ACU got some much needed momentum there right at the end of that set to hopefully turn it around for them and try to get in this set.
And Carrie, I think you're right. I think what really set UTA over the edge was the early momentum they got. They came out swinging in the first few points of this game, and at the end of the day, I really think that's what set them over the edge for this first game.
Yeah, coming out of that first timeout in the first set, they started out on a 6-2 scoring run, and that definitely gave them a little bit of an edge over the Wildcats and helped them get that early lead and help them finish off that game strong.
Looks like we're ready to get the first serve for the second set. It's going to be UTA serve. Number 23, Sophie Skinner, back to serve. Recovery by ACU. And a nice little dunk. Finding the open hole on the court of UTA. First point goes to ACU.
Yeah, Brayden Mosher there. The set kind of came off weird off of the hands there, but she was able to get around that ball on that slide and tip it right in that little spot in the UTA defense that's been really open so far this set. So really smart play there by Mosher.
Ball's going to jump off the net, but we're going to have an in the net call. She was trying to get that ball like out of net trouble, I guess is what you would say.
Yeah, yeah, really good hustle there by UTA. Really nice try there, but just barely skimmed the net there. And so because of that, ACU gets to serve again.
Edmondson's serve is deep. Tip by ACU. Gonna bring their own heat. And that point's gonna go to ACU.
Yeah, ACU is starting to get some good momentum on the 3-0 run to start this second set. This is definitely something you want to see if you're head coach Elisa Blair.
I think that's going to be a theme for tonight's game. If you come out swinging early in these sets, I think that's what's going to set you over the edge.
Yeah, also UTA here has a couple of unforced errors to start the set. I'm sure they'll probably clean it up as the set goes, but if they keep doing that, ACU can start stringing points off of that.
Service error by ACU. That one flies out of bounds. Ashley Edmonston's third serve of this set goes out of bounds. UT Arlington's going to get their chance to serve back here. Serve is deep. ACU going to bring one down. Steinhilber. Recovered by UTA. They're going to bring one of their own, and it is successful. Number 14, Brianna Ford.
Brianna Ford, really nice short cross court shot. That's a really hard hit to do, especially from that right side. So really great hit there by Ford, her third kill of the night.
And there's another service error in this second set, and that's going to be a point for the Wildcats.
Yeah, for both teams, both teams really need to be careful here about serving the ball out of bounds, because if they serve the ball out of bounds, that could be a free point for the other team and honestly kill some momentum they might be building.
Nice quick recovery by UTA as that one was blocked, and it's going to pay off for that point.
Yeah, ACU only had a single block there. Reeboks kind of got caught thinking the ball was going to go over on that second hit there, and because of that, ACU got caught with only the one blocker there, and UTA, Brooke Townsend was able to send it down.
Kaylin Beatty back to serve for the Mavericks. Recovered by ACU. Quick set. Back over the net, and a tip by ACU. That one's going to go out of bounds off the hands of the Mavericks. ACU 5-3.
We always love a good jousting at the net, Sawyer, don't we? And that was a good little joust there by both teams, but ended up in the favor for the Wildcats that round.
One-on-one battles at the net is why volleyball is so much fun. After ACU's point, it's their serve. Number 5, Madison Rohr, gonna serve it for the Wildcats. Serve is deep. Steinhilber gonna have a little tip over the net. Cross court, recovered by ACU. Steinhilber again sending one over. And ACU taking advantage of the pass that was just too far over the net for UTA.
Nice little setup there. London Grade able to read that, get right up on that ball and send it straight down. It's not much you can do on the defense for UTA on that one.
ACU really fired up. You watch the faces after a point of these Wildcats, and they're just fired up. Bree Box with a kill.
Yeah, the energy's starting to pick up in here a little bit. First that kill by London Gray, and then as we look at it here, another quick hit by Bree Box, just right across, right in front of that setter. Really great momentum building for the Wildcats.
This front row for ACU is really powerful. We have London Gray, Bree Box, and Steinhilber on the front row, and when those girls go up for a hit, I would get out of the way if I were UTA.
Oh, 100%.
Ball looks like it hit the antenna for ACU. That's going to be a point for UTA. Smooth serve by UTA. Steinhilber going to go back up and bring the house down.
ACU's come out of this set swinging, just ripping the ball straight down, and it's not much you can really do if you're the UTA defense whenever the Wildcats are hitting like that.
That was Briley Steinhilber's 4th kill, and she is back to serve. Serve is deep. Nice shot by UTA. It's going to go back over the net. They're going to get another chance at it. And another beautiful shot. The recovery by ACU is nice too. And that ball barely in, hit the corner of the line for ACU.
Yeah, let's give credit to credit's due there. Obviously, ACU has been ripping the ball down the court with those kills, but really great defense there by ACU, being able to get those balls up and set up so that the setter could give it over to the hitters, and hitters could just rip it down.
Steinhilber back to serve. Recovery looks like it's going to be a free ball for UTA, back over the net.
Really great opportunity for the Wildcats here.
Tipped over by the Wildcats. UTA is going to set one up. Quick set by UTA. And there is Edmonston there on the kill.
Yeah, the freshman has been doing great so far this game. Another kill to add to her count, make that 4 for Edmondson. So really saw had a big impact.
Steinhilber to serve, and that one is too strong, goes out of the back of the out of bounds.
Yeah, kind of that stuff like that could maybe kill the momentum for a little bit, but right now it still kind of feels like the energy in here is still in ACU's favor right now.
Alyssa Duran back to serve for the Wildcats. And a bad recovery for the Wildcats. That's off the hands of the libero there.
Yeah, despite the scramble there, AC really tried to hustle to get that ball over. So you got to appreciate the hustle there by the Wildcats.
The serve there for UTA was really good, and the ball goes up, and UTA gets a little tip there, and they're going to have a point. They're slowly creeping up on ACU's momentum now.
Yeah, they're starting to make some smart plays, kind of calm down a little bit, put the ball in places where the ACU defense isn't, and they really need that in order to get back into this game.
Edmonston going to have another kill here off the hands of UTA.
Kill number 5 for Edmonston. She's been great so far this game. Right now hitting 55%. That is an impressive number, Sawyer.
Edmonston's 6th kill for the night, and I expect that number just to keep going up for Edmonston. UTA with a nice little dump kill there. Number 13, Meredith Fisher for the Mavericks.
Yeah, quick little kills for both teams there. Trying to get creep back for UTA, trying to creep back into it. ACU trying to extend their lead, but that always makes for some great volleyball.
Allie Wells, successful serve. That's off the hands of the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's the 3rd service ace for the Mavericks. If they want to keep on creeping back into this, it sure would help to put together a couple more of those.
Allie Wells serve, another one. And another kill by ACU, but it's recovered by the Mavericks really nicely.
Great hustle there by the Mavericks to keep the ball in play there.
Number 7, Allie Wells, kind of came behind the announcer booth back here to get that ball back in play. Really impressive. London Gray going to go back up. That is blocked. Bozier sending that one out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like, though, there was a tip off of the block there. And so for the Wildcats, kind of got bailed out there by that tip off the block and kind of stopped the Mavericks from getting some more momentum and getting on a little bit of a run there.
Now ACU back to serve. Number 10, Madeline Guffey. 12-9 ACU. Deep serve. And a little trickery by UTA. The setter's just going to dump that one over and catch ACU off guard.
Yeah, really, really smart play there by Sophie Skinner. Has been doing great so far with the set for UTA. Was able just to bring that ball home, slam it down to give UTA that point.
Bozier going to bring some heat. That ball goes back over the net, back to ACU. Recovered by UTA. They're going to set one up here. Another tip by ACU. They're going to set it back up. Maybe a free ball over here by UTA. And Bozier going to find some space on the floor for UTA.
Patience and hard work there really helped the Wildcats there. Stayed in the play, stayed in it, and then Bozier was able just to seal it for the Wildcats there.
Bozier has 5 kills in the game. And now Edmonston back to serve for the Wildcats. Deep serve going to go out of bounds for Edmonston. Another service error for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's number 6 for the Wildcats there. They really need to be careful about that because, again, if you start getting a bunch of those service errors back-to-back, kind of kills the momentum there and then gives, again, 3 points for the Mustangs.
We saw ACU have the early momentum, but UT Arlington has crept up, and now they're just behind 1 as ACU loses that point there.
Had the pass there a little tight to the net. Madeline Guffey tried to save it, but couldn't quite get it out of the net for the Wildcats to be able to make a play.
Steinhilber's hit was blocked there, recovered by UTA, but they're going to send that one out of bounds with another point for ACU. They're ahead 2 now, 14-12, as Braden Bozier's back to serve.
Yeah, we've had a really tight set so far, Sawyer. ACU got on that run a little bit early, but UTA has been able to close it in to kind of get back in this one.
And that one out of bounds, a really strong hit by UTA. But now we're going to go to break here. 15-12 ACU. Come back as we enjoy some more volleyball.
Five, 6, 7.
Now let's check in with Kaylee Kahn, the third member of our team.
Meredith Fisher of UT Arlington currently leads the Mustangs with 38 blocks and the WAC with 1.18 blocks per set this season. Fisher has dominated her previous seasons by creating a season high per game in 2022 season. With her recorded 38 blocks so far this season, she is on track to pass her 50 blocks in the 2019 season for a new career high for her fourth year. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kaylee. A beautiful report as always. And UTA is going to take this point back from the timeout. Back to serve. Serves a little short. Nice recovery by the Wildcats there to get that ball back in play. A quick tip over the net for ACU. And a slam by ACU, sent out of bounds off the hands of the Mavericks. ACU is going to go up another point.
Both teams got a little bit out of system there, but ACU was able to kind of bring it back, be able to get back into system. Madeline Guffey there with a great set, and ACU was able to finish it off.
Roar back to serve for the Wildcats. Back row attack by UTA. Recovered by ACU. Steinhilber gonna bring it up. Dug by UTA. And UTA is gonna send one over. Blocked by ACU, but goes out of bounds for a Maverick point.
Another really good use of the block there by UTA. They've really been able just to be able to place it right into the blocker's hands from ACU, but able to use their hands that weren't quite maybe peeking over the net enough to send it out of bounds and be able to use that to their advantage to get some points.
Nice attack there by Briley Steinhilber off the hands of the Mavericks. Point ACU.
Yeah, that ball went all the way maybe to like the fourth or fifth row on the other side.
It was quite a ways up there.
Yeah, so great hit by Steinhilber there.
Steinhilber back to serve. It's a short serve, barely over the top of the net there. And that's another kill for Ashley Edmonston.
She has been doing great so far this set, Sawyer, this game, Sawyer. She has really played some clean volleyball, gotten some great hits for the Wildcats, and able to help them extend their lead.
And the composure in this freshman for ACU is not really something you see in a lot of freshmen that play at this level, at the collegiate level. And it's really impressive to see her make big plays, especially on a big stage like this, in a big stadium against a good team. It's just really impressive to see her work.
Yeah, it's again, like you said, Sawyer, she's a freshman, and the fact that she's so composed and just goes up to swing and able to send it home, she's very impressive addition for the Wildcats this year.
Great addition by Elisa Blair for the Wildcats. And that hit is blocked by UTA as they go up another point, 16-18.
Yeah, UTA so far this game, again, really been big on that block so far whenever they're able to connect with those balls and be able to line up with the hitter's shoulder. So it's hard to stop them right whenever they're in line with that hit.
Deep serve is going to come down. I think that was Bree Box bringing down the house.
Yeah,
for the Wildcats.
Got some major height on that. She was able to get up there. Her arm was fully extended all the way up and just was able to snap her wrist and send that straight down. Very impressive and very athletic play there.
Bree Box is one of the tallest on this team and no doubt has one of the longest wingspans. I think that really helps her game, able to reach around over the top of blocks there. Edmonston coming down, recovered, not recovered by UTA. Point Wildcats.
Yeah, another kill there for Edmonston. She's really starting to rack them up as ACU has a 4-point lead right now. They're about 5 points away from taking the set home.
And if you're ACU, you just have to stay focused and broaden your lead here and try to get this second set win. Edmonston dumped it over the top of the block of the AUTA. And Steinhilber's going to get caught off guard. Ball's going to hit her right in the hands. Point for UTA.
Yeah, really great play there by Devin Martinka, a junior outside hitter for the Wildcats. A little bit of a veteran for UTA, so making a really great play there to get the point for the Mavs.
Edmonston going to be blocked. Ball's going to go back over the net for UTA. Quick set there, recovered by ACU. And Braden Bozier going to send that one over. Tipped out of bounds by the Mavericks. Point ACU, 21-17.
A great smart play there by Bozier. I felt like I kept saying that a lot tonight, Sawyer, but Braden has done a really great job of using plays like that, kind of tipping, throwing the ball right where UTA's defense isn't, and being able to earn those points for our team.
Short serve by ACU, recovered by UTA. They're going to bring one down, and it's tipped and goes out of bounds. That's a point for the Mavericks.
Yeah, really good play there by the Mavericks. Definitely one that you need before ACU starts picking up some momentum, they start edging closer to that 25-point mark. Really great play by UTA to get the ball back in their hands.
Sophie Skinner for the Mavericks, back to serve. Quick set by ACU, recovered by UTA. Nice recovery by ACU. Brought back over, tip over the net by UTA. Bozier gonna tip it back over. Nice defensive set here. ACU still in it, back row attack. Steinhilber gonna send that one out of bounds, too strong for that one.
Yeah, really good defense for both of those teams. There's really just hustling, getting to those balls that maybe were very hard to get to, but both teams able to get there.
Setter's going to tip that one over for ACU. Another block for ACU, and that is successful. Falls on the court of UTA.
Bozier and Brokel were right up there, right in that block, got right in that hitter's hit, and was able to send it down and help ACU get 3 points away now from taking the set.
Edmondson back to serve. Recovered by UTA. That ball was really close to the net. Bozier's going to send that one over, but it's blocked by UTA. Jada Burkle, really nice recovery out from under the net. Nice defensive recovery by ACU. And Bozier's going to send that one out of bounds. Looked like she tried to just tip it right over, but had a little too much heat on it, and that goes out of bounds.
Yeah, set there was a little bit behind her head, trying to save it with that tip over, but just tipped it a little too far out of bounds.
Mavericks back to serve. Steinhilber finds an open lane. Point ACU.
Kill number 6 for Steinhilber came at a perfect time. UTA was starting to, again, creep back up there, get a little bit of momentum, but she was able to send it home for the Wildcats in order to help them get closer to that, win the set.
We're going to take a Maverick timeout here. Steinhilber, the 5'10" sophomore out of Kennedale, Texas. An addition last year, really impressive so far in these first 2 years. A really great addition. Of course, she was recruited by Angela Mooney, the previous head coach, and now Elisa Blair is getting the full effect of Steinhilber here, and I think she really enjoys having her on her team.
Yeah, Riley Steinhilber has had a really great season so far for the Wildcats. So far, she has 132 kills on the season. She has about a .13 hitting percentage. Pretty consistent for the Wildcats. Has always been a good bailout for the Wildcats. Has been consistent for them. That's something you gotta love if you're Coach Blair.
UTA looks ready to finish off this second set, looking for the comeback here as they're behind 3 points.
Yeah, what's crucial for UTA here, even if they don't take the set, again, we were talking about a little bit at the end of the first set here, was to try to start getting some of that momentum back heading into the third set, because volleyball is just such a momentum-based, run-based game. A lot of people don't think volleyball is one of those games, but it's definitely one of those games. So it will be really crucial for the Mavericks here, if they aren't able to take this one, to gain some momentum so that they can head into that third set with some momentum and swinging.
Braden Bozier going to kick things off after the timeout. Deep serve. UTA is going to look to get another point here. Recovered by ACU. Steinhilber bringing the house.
Yeah, another great hit there by Steinhilber, really helping out the Wildcats to close out that set. Really nice cross. There was a little bit of a split in that block. Steinhilber was able to read that and use that to her advantage and send it cross so that so that the Wildcats were able to get that point, and they'll try to close out this set after this timeout.
UTA is going to have to figure out a way to stop the madness of ACU's offensive attack. And that's what they're going to be talking about right now.
Yeah, ACU's offense has really been on point right now. Right now they're hitting 0.23% right now. Very impressive. Not a lot of hitting errors since that, since the first set. They've kind of found their groove, kind of found their swing, they've gotten comfortable, and I'm sure with this crowd here in Moody Coliseum, they've definitely gotten comfortable and feel at home.
UT Arlington down by 4. ACU only needs 1 point to put this set in their back pocket.
Yeah. If ACU takes the set here, Sawyer them got a first to 3, and first of 3 sets. So it'll be exciting. This game so far has proven to be a really great game, a really close game, really good one for Wildcat fans and for Maverick fans that are here right now to watch. So it'll be great to see how this set and how this match continues to go.
You always love these evenly matched games. Evenly, you know, just the opponents are just really evenly matched. ACU is used to, of course, going in 5 sets. They did it a few days ago against Sam Houston, and they'll see if they can put it away in 4 here if they get this win here.
That's just the nature of the WAC this year, Sawyer. All these teams are so evenly matched, and it'll be interesting to see how WAC play honestly turns out.
Free ball over the net for UTA. ACU going to try to tip it back over, but ACU is going to get it again. Steinhilber back up, blocked by UTA. And a Maverick point as they dump that to the ACU side.
Yeah, big play there by the Mavericks, able to hold off the Wildcats for now. Now they're back at the service line. We got Kaylin Meady back there, so for the Mavericks, let's see if she gets some good serves in for them.
UTA serve is deep. And Bree Box is going to put that ball down, and the game goes to ACU, 25-21. And the third set will be back after this. Welcome back to Moody Coliseum, an evenly matched game between UT Arlington and Abilene Christian. Carrie, what are some takeaways you have so far?
First off, what a great game so far. Both teams have been battling back and forth and back and forth. It seems like either team can barely get an edge over another. It's been a really exciting matchup so far with a lot of great hitting, great offense, great defense.
And it really seems like both of these teams are having trouble finding weaknesses in their opponents. They're playing strong volleyball, and these teams are having trouble finding out ways to score. They're doing a flawless job in kills and blocks, and it's just so evenly matched. I expect this game to go in 5 sets.
Yeah, I would not be surprised too, Sawyer, if you got to buckle up for a long one, because we love 5-set volleyball. We love all the tight games, all the tight sets, and just such a good, evenly matched squad, evenly matched teams. I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, but this one's going to be a good one.
Kill leaders for this game, for UTA, it's Brooke Townsend. For Abilene Christian, it's Bree Box. Both of these players just look so dominant. What are some other key players that you look at this court and think, wow, they're really great playmaker for this team?
Yeah, for ACU at least, our impact player, Ashley Edmondson, so far tied with Bree Box with eight kills, only 1 error so far, hitting 500. It's hard to get better than that. If you're the Wildcats, harder to ask better than that if you're Coach Elisa Blair, and she's playing really great volleyball, Sawyer. And as for the Mavericks, I'm seeing a lot of really great stuff from Meredith Fisher. 6 kills, no errors so far, hitting .54%. Really great if you're UTA. Another great bailout for the team. And if you want to keep getting back into this game and trying to get win that 3rd set, you need those players to keep going.
Taking a look at the WAC standings, you see ACU in the 4th place spot, and UTA also very successful in their season. ACU 1-0 in the WAC. UTA also 1-0. So this game will really decide, UTA in the 3rd spot, ACU in the 4th spot. This team will really decide which team deserves to stay on the top of their standing.
Yeah, both teams have been fighting it out, really fighting for that 3rd place spot, maybe try to sneak into that 2nd place part where Utah Valley is, where UTRGV is. Again, WAC is extremely competitive this year, multiple sets going to 5 games, being extremely competitive. And so this year conference play is just going to be an exciting one, Sawyer.
And the WAC has always just been a very competitive league in such a great set of volleyball. And we're looking to get this 3rd set underway, tied at 1-1. And the place is jumping. ACU fans really excited. UTA also has got quite a good crowd over there on the other sideline.
Yeah, got them right behind the bench there for UTA right now. Really, they're being loud for the Mavericks. And then as for ACU, as you said earlier, student section is right behind us, being loud and proud for those Wildcats. Definitely making Moody loud and really helping the Wildcats gain some of that momentum that they need in order to finish out this game on top.
And I'm sure all the listeners at home can hear the student section right behind the booth here. ACU back to serve, getting things kicked off, and starting out with a service error. Not what you want to see if you're ACU.
Yeah, probably not, but again, probably just nerves again, just coming off of that high of winning that exciting 2nd set. Kind of need to, for their medal, and definitely need to calm down, kind of settle in a little bit, and help her team get back on track.
Jada Burkle going to tip this over. UTA slamming one down, blocked by ACU. They're going to get another chance. Tipped back over. ACU going to set something up. Braden Bozier with a hammer. Recovered by ACU. And that is sent over by UTA, tipped out of bounds by ACU.
Yeah, quick little start here for UTA off of the service error, and then really great rally there, really great plays.
UTA back to serve here. Nice deep serve by UTA. ACU going to set something up. And that ball is going to find its way inbounds. Actually, the 2 line judges have different calls. They're going to call UTA point. They think that ball was out of bounds.
Yeah, UTA off to a really quick start here, similar to how the Wildcats started that third set.
UTA finding their momentum, finding their groove. Really wants this win and going home in 4. And that ball, the block falls out of bounds. Point for the Mavericks.
Yeah, the Mavericks are starting to get excited, starting to really get some momentum here. Seeing the smiles, seeing Coach Winger getting really excited, really passionate about his team here. So it's going to be good for the Mavericks to get some momentum here after falling that second set.
Jada Burkle, you're going to bring the hammer. And that's ACU's first point.
Yeah, going right for that line just there. Had to drop the flag because the ball came right out there that hard, but really good play there by ACU.
Edmonston back to serve for the Wildcats. Free ball sent over by the Mavericks. Quick set, Bozier finds home. And that's another point for ACU.
Nothing like setting up your own hit there by Bozier, which she just said gave a really nice pass over to Madeline Guffey, who was able to set it up for her beautifully and for her to execute that hit perfectly.
Edmondson back again to serve for the Wildcats. UT Arlington up 4-2. Nice deep serve by Edmonston. UTA gonna set it up. Nice hit by the Mavericks. That was number 10, Brianna Brown.
Yeah, Brianna Brown, very consistent, very good player for the Mavericks. They're able to put one away for them, and if she gets going, she's gonna be hard to stop.
Brianna Brown, 5'9" sophomore out of White House, Texas. Looking very healthy in this game. UTA is gonna set something up. Recovered by ACU there. Back row attack, Edmonston with heat on the ball. That's gonna fly out of bounds, point for ACU.
Really great back row attack there by Edmondson. Approached that ball cool, calm, collected, ready just to swing it for the fences, and really great hit there for the freshman.
Bozier back to serve. Back set by UTA. That's going to be a point for the Mavericks.
Yeah, really great play there. Nice little setup there. And then Meredith Fisher, who's been really great for the Mavericks this game. 7 kills so far. She's done really great to finish that home for the Mavericks.
Sophie Skinner there with an impressive back set. And that's going to be a point for the Wildcats. The ball finds its way on the UTA side of the court.
Got the friendly little bounce there off the net for the Wildcats. Able to have it fall on the Mavericks side, kind of right where the defense is. Kind of unfortunate there for the Mavericks, but happy circumstance for the Wildcats.
After the substitution for the Wildcats, Madison Rohr back in the game, ready to serve. UTA setting it up. And blocked. That's London Gray and Bree Box on the block there.
Really great block there by Gray and Box, were able to get right where the hitter's arms was there and get their hands all up in the way of that ball to send it straight down.
Rohr serve. Cross court goes out of bounds. Line judge calls it out, and ACU's got another point. We're tied at 6 here.
Yeah, UTA started out the set on a quick little run, but now the Wildcats have crept back in, and now we're at a time game, and they're right back in it.
Rohr is going to serve again for the Wildcats. Quick set, little tip over the net for the Mavericks. Steinhilber's going to send it back over. Cross court by the Mavericks. ACU recovers. Bree Box going to try to send it back deep. And another quick set blocked by the Wildcats. That time, Bree Box and Briley Steinhilber with the block.
Steinhilber and Box there really being able to read the hit, seeing where that was going to go, able to line up their arms with the shoulder there, and able to block that ball. Beautiful block there by the Wildcats.
Rohr serve, recovered, and Logan London Gray sending that ball back to its home.
Perfect timing there for Gray. Second one of this game for Gray, just being able to get that approach in and just swing the ball straight back down, making the Mavericks pay for that overpass.
London Gray was just locked in on that ball the whole time it was in the air, really licking her chops at that one, and she just sent it down.
As a volleyball player, you gotta love those overpasses, especially if you're a hitter. Because it's a free play just to be able to send the ball back over, truly show your power and how much momentum you can give how much momentum you can gain whenever you execute plays like that. It gets the team excited.
These two teams have met 7 other times as their 8th meeting. UTA leads 4-3. Their last meeting, August 27th, 2021, ACU won that game in 4 sets. But this game looking like it's evenly matched as it's been in the past.
Yeah, really great matchups with both of these teams over the past few years, especially last year. Even though ACU won in 4, all of those matches all those sets were super duper tight, and it could have gone either way. So, and it's proving the exact same thing today. Both evenly matched teams, both really great teams.
Hopefully ACU is looking to repeat history here and win the next 2 games and go home in 4. But I don't think UTA is going to let that happen.
Yeah, UTA is definitely not going to go home without a fight. They have proved that. Both teams have proved that today. So that will lead to one exciting matchup, that's for sure.
Back from the timeout, Roar back to serve. It's a nice serve. And the tip for UTA is unsuccessful. Doesn't go over the net.
Yeah, they don't really get that friendly bounce there off at the top of that net, trying to tip it right over the block, right over that net, but just did not quite execute that.
Roar to serve. Diving recovery by UTA. And UTA brings that one down. That one sent by number 12, Brooke Townsend. Another kill for her.
Yeah, again, another really great game for Townsend today, being able to really execute on those hits, get on top of those sets, and send it home for her Mavericks.
Quick set by ACU. London Gray going to recover that one. Nice tip recovery for ACU. Steinhilber's going to hit it from back. And the quick set there for UTA looked a little sloppy, and Steinhilber's going to take advantage.
Yeah, a little messy. Really great hustle, though, by UTA trying to recover that hit from Steinhilber. But, whenever Steinhilber can get up like that and send the ball home, it's very hard to stop her and dig up those balls.
Riley Steinhilber going to be back to serve for the Wildcats. Smooth serve by Steinhilber. And UTA bringing it. That was number 14, Brianna Ford.
Yeah, Brianna Ford getting her swing back a little bit, trying to get the Mavericks back into this one, kind of get back to that 10-point mark for her Mavericks. So really great hit by Ford there to give them a little bit more momentum and kind of end the momentum that AC was starting to pick up a little bit.
And another kill for ACU. Number 9, Ashley Edmonston with that one.
Another great kill there. Really great use of the block there, being able to get use their hands to have that ball go out of bounds. That's kill number 10 for the freshman. Another really great performance for Edmonston today.
Nice hit by UTA, recovered by ACU. To the other side, Edmonston going to tip it back over. Bozier with a quick reaction there. UTA with heat on the ball, sends the ball back over. And a nice kill. Number 11, Samara Payton.
Yeah, UTA there was really able to take advantage of that overpass. That overpass there, didn't freak out, stayed in their system, able to get a nice pass, nice set, and Payton was able to finish that ball beautifully.
Quick set there, goes out of bounds. That was London Gray who sent that ball flying. And a point for the Mavericks.
Mavericks right now trying to pick up a little bit of that momentum that they lost a little bit as ACU kind of started to go on that run a little bit. But UTA is starting to creep back into this, trying to make this a tie game and make it, again, a really tight one, really good one for us here in Moody tonight.
Now it looks like the call is going to be overturned. UTA coach and the R2 having to talk about it. Now, personally, I thought I saw UTA tip that ball. London Gray, went up to hit that. It looked like it was tipped from my angle.
Yeah, it was pretty hard to tell from my angle here, but gotta trust the refs on this one. Surely they made the right call here, and fortunately for ACU, they're able to get the ball back and are able to try to see if they can extend their lead and try to take this third set.
Still having a little conversation about it. And we got it all sorted out here. ACU back to serve. Oh, wow. That ball went straight down. Heat on that ball by UTA.
Seemed like a little bit of frustration was coming out of that hit. The block didn't quite get there. Went right in between the hands of the block, and Brianna Ford letting out some frustration, letting the ball fly just straight down.
Brianna Ford letting the ball do a little bit of the talking. Set up by UTA. Nice slam by UTA. They're going to get another chance here. And ACU with heat on the ball. Guess who? Ashley Edmonston with another kill.
She has been on point for the Wildcats today, making that her 11th kill of the set. She's just been on fire, and so far UTA has struggled to find an answer for her. So for the Wildcats, I would say keep going with that hot hand. Keep on sending it over to Edmonston, and she'll put it away for you.
Edmonston's going to be the server here for ACU. Deep serve by the Wildcats. And tipped off the fingertips of ACU. Number 10, Brianna Brown, sends that one, and a point for the Mavericks.
Really good for the Mavericks there. ACU was starting to pick up a little bit of momentum there, but again, UTA was able to shut it down and keep this one a tight one here as we are slowly approaching on that 15-point mark for both teams.
Service error there for the Mavericks. Going to give the ball back to ACU. 14-11 ACU in this third set.
That may not be what you want to see if you're coach when you're getting a good point like that and then sending the ball in the net, kind of controlling what you can control. You would need to make a serve like that, so that might come back to hurt the Mavericks later.
Number 12, Brooke Townsend with an answer there. She sends that one, another kill for her.
Yeah, kill number 10 for Townsend for this match. She has been a great force to be reckoned with for the Mavericks today.
Deep serve for UTA off the shoulder of the Wildcat there. Jada Burkle does a nice job of tipping it back over. And a nice little trickery there by UTA. Catching the Wildcat defense off guard.
Great setter stump there by Sophie Skinner, kind of hitting it in that kind of dead man zone in all defenses that volleyball have, kind of hitting it right in that middle spot between every single player. It's hard to get to sometimes, so really great play there by Skinner.
Nice recovery by ACU, giving it back to the Mavericks. Nice quick set by the Mavericks. ACU is going to give it back. And that ball off the hands of Edmonston. Point Mavericks.
Yeah, Mavericks are starting to get some points here, starting to go on a little bit of a run, scoring about 2 or 3 straight here. Really important for the Mavericks and heading into this 15-point timeout to get some momentum here.
Free ball over the net. UTA got to take advantage. And a tip. Townsend again with another point for her team there.
Yeah, really great read there by Townsend. Really nice tip right over that block to give her team the point.
ACU is going to take a break here, but stay with us when we come back for the rest of the third set.
One, two, three.
And another look over for Kaylee Kahn. Just a minute, Kaylee. We are underway for the rest of this third set. And that's a point for ACU.
Big needed point there for ACU. Right there we had Jada Burkle with the hit there. Kind of killing that, trying to stop that momentum that the Mavericks were trying to build there, but really big play there for the Wildcats to tie up this ball game.
Tied up at 15. UTA with a nice little back set, and ACU can't recover. That's a point for UTA going up 16-15.
Yeah, really great read there by Samara Payton, kind of using that block, kind of just tipping it right through, right over that block, so ACU defense couldn't get into there, so really smart play off the slide for Payton.
UTA's got a deep serve. Steinhilber going to bring it down, but it is denied by the strong front row of the UTA Mavericks.
Yeah, so that front row starting to get back into it a little bit. That block there by Ford, our impact player of the game. Really great vision there, really great lining up with the ball and stopping that hit for the Wildcats.
Quick set for ACU, recovered by UTA. And Brooke Townsend is going to bring another one for the Wildcats.
Just as ACU maybe had seemed to maybe slow down the momentum of the Mavericks a little bit, the Mavericks have now strung together 3 points straight. Really big if you are the Mavericks right now, especially in trying to gain that momentum to win this set.
18-15, UTA in the lead. And London Gray is going to bring some hope for her team as she's there for that kill.
Really great quick set there to the right side, and Gray was able to get up, swing it, and put it away. Nice little cross-court shot. Really great play there by the senior.
Steinhilber on the serve, and Bree Box going to go back up. Recovered almost by ACU, but that's going to be another UTA point.
Yeah, really great play there by UTA being able to get that point there.
Timeout by ACU as they're down 3 here in this third set. Got a few things to talk about.
Yeah, right there, UTA was able to really use that. They're starting to get a little bit of momentum here, starting to put some distance between them and the Wildcats. Really important, really good play there by the Mavericks.
We see there the huddle of the UTA Mavericks. Really looking to keep their composure in this third set. Really want to go home with a win here.
That will be really great for the Mavericks to get that win there. That will be that will be 10 wins in their last 11 games to make it 8 straight if they win this game today.
And now we're going to hear a word from the third member of our team, Kaylee Kahn.
8, 9. The Wildcats have secured their first win at the start of conference play since transitioning to the Western Athletic Conference. With the recent win of 5 sets against Sam Houston, ACU has rooted itself in a strong offensive game to carry out their momentum. With UT Arlington coming with a 7-game winning streak, the Wildcats will be forced to stay strong in their momentum to carry out the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kaylee. And now UTA back to serve as they're up 19-16.
Yeah, as Kaylee was talking about, a win here would be really big for both of these teams. It would be 8 straight wins for UTA, and then for ACU, that would put them at 2-0 in WAC play, which would be huge for the Wildcats. Again, first time ever they would do that. So a win for both of these teams would be great for both programs.
And after the timeout, UTA comes out swinging and catches the Wildcats on their toes. They're going to go up 20-16.
Yeah, really great momentum building there for momentum building play there for the Mavericks. If you're ACU, you kind of trying to get back into this game a little bit, build some momentum. If you're potentially heading into that 4th set, build some momentum a little bit, kind of try to shut down the Mavericks a little bit so you can head in to that 4th set with some great momentum.
Number 10, Brianna Brown for the Mavericks, finding the open hole in the defense of the Wildcats. Going to be another point for the Mavericks, 21-16 UTA.
Yeah, she was kind of a little bit early on her approach there, but able to use a quick little roll shot right to that sideline in order to get that point for her team.
Nice defensive recovery by the Mavericks. Quick set by ACU. Brianna Box going to send that one down. And a nice defensive set by both teams here. And UTA putting the ball down.
Yeah, UTA is excited. Their fans are cheering up on their feet. Really great hustle plays from both teams, especially the Mavericks. And guess who puts it away? Brianna Ford. What a great play for the Mavericks.
Our impact player coming into this game, and boy, has she made an impact. London Gray with the mighty kill for ACU.
That was a much-needed kill there for the Wildcats. The Mavericks were really starting to pick up some momentum, get on a really big run there, but London Gray, the senior, with a bunch of experience from Weatherford, Texas, transferred from Georgia. Really, really great hit there to get the Wildcats back on track.
And you talk about big game experience. The transfer, London Gray from Georgia, has seen the big stage before, so she is not shy of anything in this game here. A UTA point's going to put them up 23-17. Number 11, Samara Payton back to serve. Nice smooth serve by UTA. Bosier's going to find the out of bounds there for ACU. Referee's going to call that just a smidge out of bounds.
ACU players did not agree with that call, but obviously the ref call stands, so let's see if UTA will be able to wrap it up here.
And a kill for ACU. Bet you can't guess who that was. Ashley Edmonston.
Kill number 12 for Edmonston on the night. Again, it has been that consistent force for the Wildcats so far, so she's really been a shining light so far in this offense.
Serve for ACU. And UTA is going to find another way. And that's going to be a point for UTA. And they're going to claim the victory for the 3rd set. Come with us as we enter the 4th set after the break. Welcome back inside Moody Coliseum, and we've got a good one for you. ACU UT Arlington. UT Arlington just won that game, that set. Now, another win for them would mean ball game, but ACU is going to come back fighting in this fourth set and try to send this game into 5.
Yeah, still got a lot of great game ahead of us, Sawyer, as the crowd is jamming the Sweet Caroline here, but got a lot of great game coming up, and it's going to be a good one, that's for sure.
There you see UT Arlington on the court where they talked about it. Actually, Elisa Blair for ACU took her team into the locker room, try to fire her team up and instill some hope in their team.
Yeah, it seemed like the majority of that third set was all the Mavericks. So Coach Blair, they're firing up her team a little bit, trying to get them excited, get them momentum, get them passions to get back in their game, because they're not out of it. There's still this fourth set where they could come back and take this, and there's a very strong potential still that we could be going to a fifth set here.
Recapping the previous sets so far, UTA took the first one 25-23, coming back with a Wildcat set win 25-21. And then just now, UTA taking set 3 25-18. Really, these scores have been really close, and a really close battle between these two Western Athletic Conference volleyball teams.
Yes, it's been a really great matchup so far, Sawyer. Both teams really sticking close to each other. UTA was able to pull away a little bit at the end of that third set there to get some momentum to finish up that game and to head into this fourth set with.
It's going to be number 14, Brianna Ford, for the Mavericks to kick off the fourth set. Good deep serve. Quick set by ACU, brought down with some heat. UTA is going to have a nice recovery, free ball over the top side of the net.
Really great hustle by UTA there, but let's see if ACU will use that.
Steinhilber going to bring it down, recovered by UTA. And another defensive dig, free ball by ACU. And keeping the ball in play is ACU. Steinhilber sending it back over. UTA unsuccessful trying to send the ball back over, but they're going to get another chance. That ball sent out of bounds by UTA.
What a really great way to start off this fourth set, Sawyer. A lot of back and forth play by both teams there, kind of showing the competitive and how back and forth this game really has been. But for ACU, that tip for UTA just went out of bounds, so able to get in their favor in order to get this first point of the fourth set.
First point goes to ACU. Steinhilber back to serve. Smooth serve is going to go back on ACU side. Quick set, Braden Bozier gonna put it down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, really great pass there by Evanston, being able to set up, and Madison Ward giving the great set, and Bozier just putting it away. Such great teamwork, such great smooth offense for the Wildcats there.
Steinhilber again to serve. Ball gonna go back over and sent back down. Braden Bozier once again for the Wildcats.
Yeah, really great there by Bozier. Really great able to get up there on that overpass, which you don't want to see if you're UTA, because again, plays like that help really give a team momentum, and AC definitely needs that momentum in order to help take home this fourth set.
The 6'2" middle blocker for ACU is trying to put her team on her back and get her team back in this game. That ball sent out of bounds by UTA, and ACU is up 4-0.
Yeah, if you're Coach Blair, you would be, you should be happy with this start so far, especially after the fourth set. The third set kind of got down a little bit, but so far ACU has come into this set really strong, getting that early 4-0 lead, but UTA could close in on that quickly.
Steinhilber serve is too strong, and it flies out of bounds.
Definitely a really a nice bailout there for UTA. ACU was starting to pick up a little bit of speed, pick up a little bit of momentum, really get in their system, but missed serve by ACU there will help UTA hopefully, for them, hopefully to get back on track.
Nice attack by ACU, recovered nicely by UTA. That's blocked by ACU, gonna send it back over quickly. Recovery by ACU. and a chance to set something up here. Back deep for ACU, recovered by UTA, and that's going to be over the top of the antenna. Nice job of the line callers to get in position to see that.
Yes, and also really great play there by Madison Rohr, the setter for ACU. Red shirt senior has had a lot of experience with this teammates. A really smart play to dump that ball over, kind of get UTA out of system there in order to get that point for her team.
And a kill for UTA. That's number 13, Meredith Fisher, the 6'2 junior out of Wichita Falls, Texas.
Yeah, Meredith Fisher alongside of Brooke Townsend really have been the standout hitters for UTA today so far. Fisher has 9 kills on the night, so really great for the Mavericks to see that from Fisher.
UTA point. And they're now down by 2. ACU winning 5-3 in this 4th set.
Yeah, they're slowly starting to creep up in there, so, making sure that you're not making mistakes, letting ACU make those mistakes, but not in that case.
Nice eye by ACU. Allie Wells' serve is just barely out of bounds.
Yeah, just barely, probably by inches, Sawyer. That one was really, really close to the out of bounds lines there.
Going to take some time to talk about it, both teams. But that was nice awareness by Ashley Edmonston. She really looked like she wanted to put that ball back in play, but she knew where she was on the court, trusted her instincts, and let that ball fly out of bounds. Put the Wildcats up 6-3 now.
Yeah, so far, again, Edmonston just so far has had just such a impressive game, because not only is Edmonston outside hitter, she also is listed on the roster as a defensive specialist. So she's not only good at offense, she's great at defense, and she knows how to get under the ball, give great passes to help set up her setter and her hitters. So not surprised by Edmonston from that lookout call there.
Edmonston's career high for kills. 16 versus Texas State earlier in the season. And she's looking to be on track to tie or break that in this set against University of Texas at Arlington.
So far, it looks like we still have that play under review. So again, what was your take on that play?
Well, it really just comes down to, the technicality of what happened on the court. You know, it's kind of hard to see from the ref's angles. Luckily, we have these efficient camera angles provided by ACU TV to take looks at them. And now we get a result. And it's going to be a point by UT Arlington, excuse me. And now they're going to get another point going. ACU up 5-4 now.
Yeah, pretty big swing there, going from being up 6-3 to 5-4. Kind of changes the game a little bit, but for ACU, got to stay cool, calm, and collected in order to try to get that next point.
Nice roll shot by ACU, recovered by UTA. Going to send one down. The recovery is beautiful by ACU, giving the ball back to UTA. And number 11, Samara Payton, bringing the house with that one.
Yeah, really great hustle play by ACU, but UTA, the Mavericks, and Samara Payton really being able to stay cool, calm, collected, send that ball down, and now we have a tied ball game.
Payton's 6-foot redshirt freshman from North Richland Hills. And another point for the Mavericks is going to put them up 1.
Yeah, I got another ace for the Mavericks. A really nice float serve there by the libero, Allie Wells, a junior from Waxahachie. Really great play there, and we got another one from her right there.
That one just off the hands of Steinhilber. She was out of position to put the ball back in play, and that ball flies out of bounds. And now UTA getting some momentum in this game.
Yeah, Allie Wells been doing really great so far from the service line here, really messing with the ACU defense.
And that's sent down by ACU, London Gray.
Yeah, another really great play there by the senior with all that experience that she had behind her. Constantly, she was encouraging her team, telling her, hey, we're not out of this, hey, we're still in this, encouraging them and able to get up and finish the block and use all that experience that she has.
And not only is London Gray a great encourager on the court, she's also on the sideline, always encouraging her teammates on the court and both on the sideline. Really great positivity we see from her. UTA back to serve now. Nice deep serve. And it's blocked by UTA. Jada Burkle going to send it back over. ACU getting the chance to put this one back. And slammed by ACU, Ashley Edmonston.
Really great use of the block there by Edmonston. Again, such a smart player, especially as a college freshman, playing really great for the Wildcats right there, and Wildcats definitely needed that one to stay in this game.
Speaking of Edmondson, she's back to serve for the Wildcats. Deep serve. And a slam by UTA, Brianna Ford, putting that one down on the other side of the court.
Back-to-back plays by both of our impact player, first Edmonston, now Ford with that great hit right through the block. The block might have been a little bit late there, but great job by Ford there to rip it through and get that point for her team.
Kaylin Beatty back to serve for the Mavericks. Bree Box putting that one down. I think UTA is going to be called for an error here, giving the ball back to ACU.
Yeah, UTA was just barely in the net there. You could kind of see the net move a little bit on that block. And it's a really great call there by the referee staff here to catch that, the Mavs in the net there.
Carrizales for the Wildcats back to serve. ACU's fighting to get that ball back over. Nice hit by UTA. That time, number 10, Brianna Brown.
Yeah, really great play there by UTA. ACU got a little bit out of system there, but it was able to keep that ball alive and just off of the block there for the Wildcats in order for the Mavericks to get that point.
Jada Burkle's hit is blocked by UTA. They're going to get another chance. Steinhilber sending it down. Another point for ACU.
Yeah, both Steinhilber and Edmondson, both outsides for the Wildcats today, have been doing really great in order to keep the Wildcats in this game, and they've been very solid for this team today.
Substituted in the game, Madison Rohr back to serve for the Wildcats. Nice serve going back over the net, giving it back to ACU. Bozier going to tip it back over. And a nice hit by Brianna Brown, again for the Mavericks.
That was kill number 7 for Brianna Brown. A really great outside, really great outlet for the Mavericks so far this game.
If there's anybody this Maverick team can trust, it's Brianna Brown over there on that left side. Steinhilber going to send it back over. Recovered by the Mavericks, and a tip by the Mavericks.
Really great, smart heads-up play there by the setter. Sophie Skinner knew that she was in that front row and that she could jump and do that. So really great play there by Skinner, right in the spot where the ACU defense was not.
Sophie Skinner loves to just do that trick dump over to the other side. She's done a really great job at timing it too. You don't really want to do it too many times in the row, or else your opponent's going to catch on to it. But Sophie Skinner's done a great job at timing that play. And a timeout by ACU.
Yeah, Coach Blair there calling that timeout. UTA starting to pick up a little bit of momentum, getting some really big hits over the past couple plays, probably calling that timeout to bring her team and kind of settle them down, trying to get them back into system and not to panic, kind of have them be cool, calm, and collect themselves heading into this close as we inch closer to the back half of the set.
And I really think that's a smart timeout by Coach Blair. Of course, a win from UT Arlington means ball game. And now ACU being down, I think Elisa Blair did a good job at calling that timeout. Not only talking to her team, but stopping the momentum of UT Arlington and really trying to find their footing here in this fourth set.
Yeah, as we were talking about a little bit earlier, volleyball is just such a huge momentum gain. So doing anything that you can to stop the other team's momentum and to build up your momentum is huge in volleyball. So really smart timeout there by Coach Blair, trying to get her team to come back together, calm down a little bit, get back into system, and try to halt the Mavericks' momentum here.
Both teams back on the court, ready to get things underway after the timeout. Brianna Ford back to serve. Steinhilber is going to find the open hole in the block and a point for ACU.
Yeah, really great vertical jump there by Steinhilber. That ball was really up there and she was able to get up there, jump, and get right on top of it to take it home and give a Wildcats a much needed point to get them to 10 points this set.
After her kill, she's back to serve. Steinhilber. Brown is blocked, denied by ACU.
It looks like Blair's timeout is paying off a little bit for the Wildcats. Really great block there by the Wildcats.
London Gray and Braden Bozier are the pair on the block. Steinhilber again back to serve. And number 13, Meredith Fisher, finds a way to score there.
10th kill of the game there for great kill there by Fisher to send it away for the Mavericks and help them get closer to that 15-point mark.
Mavericks to serve. ACU going to set it up. And it's Edmonston with the kill.
She just ripped into that ball. Ford tried to dig up there, but that ball was just going and it flew all the way out of the court into the concourse. So there was some power behind that ball.
That's her 14th kill, now hitting a 40%. Nice defensive hit, but that ball hitting the top of the scoreboard, going to be out of bounds. We're going to take a little break here, but come back with us for Western Athletic Conference. One more point before the break. Yeah, but in that last point carry, it's really unfortunate how the ball goes up and hits that scoreboard, and it is counted as out of bounds. Kind of wish that scoreboard was a little higher if you were ACU.
Yeah, a little bit.
Back to serve is the Mavericks. And a nice hit by the Wildcats. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. UTA is going to score another point. 17-12.
UTA starting to pick up a little bit of momentum there. ACU was starting to climb back into this a little bit, but so far the Mavericks have strung together the past few points and have got a nice little lead.
Steinhilber from the back row. Nice tip by UTA, recovered by ACU. Edmonston going down with it. Hits through the block, and that's another kill for her. Her 15th.
Yeah, great patience there, great keeping with the ball there for ACU. Didn't back down, didn't stop there, even though it could get discouraging after the first couple 2-3 hits don't really go through, but fortunately for ACU, able to finally to get one to click.
And a point for UTA puts them up 18-13.
Yeah, the Mavericks are starting to take this one a little bit. A 5-point lead for them so far. ACU needs to start making a move really quick in order to get back in this.
Nice hit. I believe that was Bree Box for the Wildcats, putting that one down.
Yeah, Bree Box there, really good set there by Guffey to help set her up and get a much needed point there for the Wildcats in order to make this one, get this game a little bit closer.
Edmonston back to serve. She needs one more kill to tie her career best. And that's going to be a service ace for Edmonston.
Really great serve there by Edmonston to help ACU start climbing back into this.
And the teams want to talk about it. Edmonston has 15 kills. She needs one more to tie, 2 more to beat her career best for kills. She has just been on fire this game.
Yeah, she has been such a great force for ACU tonight. Really been a great outlet as an outside. Usually a bailout, usually an outlet hit for teams. And so far, Edmonston has done her job tonight and has done it beautifully in helping ACU stay in this game.
And not only offensively, but defensively, she is tied on the court for dig leader. She has 8 digs defensively, and just a well-rounded player is she.
Yeah, well-rounded player. Again, really great addition for the Wildcats. Just the freshman so far has a lot of potential, still has a lot of years left. So if you're head coach Elisa Blair, you've got to be really excited about her.
And if you're anybody else in the Western Athletic Conference looking at such a well-rounded young player, you got to be terrified. Don't really want her on the opposite side of the court. The point is going to go to ACU. And now 15-18, ACU's down 3. Edmonston back to serve. And that's too strong. Edmonston, service error, sends that one out of the back of the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, we're starting to get close to the end of the set here, potentially to the end of this game, and you don't want to make mistakes like that if you're ACU.
Once again, a UTA win would mean game over, and UTA would win in 4. Edmonston from the back row, recovered by UTA. And tipped out of bounds. Nice recovery. ACU just stays in the game, hits the ball off the net.
Yeah.
And UTA sends that out of bounds.
That play was looking a little bit nerve-wracking. It looked like it was about to go in UTA's favor. They were able to get up, but just hit that ball barely out of bounds and bailed out the Wildcats for that one, making them get close to 3.
Deep serve for the Wildcats, and UTA can't get it back over. ACU 17, UTA 19.
Yeah, they're really starting to be able to string together some points here, starting to close that in, as all the sets have been very, very close so far, so not surprising for the Wildcats.
ACU still in this game. UTA going to send one over, recovered by the Wildcats. Jada Burkle. And it's hit by UTA. Steinhilber, recovered by UTA. Brown is blocked. That's Burkle and Bozier on the block for ACU.
Yeah, that's a bunch of really good plays for ACU. Really great block there by Bozier and Burkle. The Wildcats really need that, and now the game is 1 point for the Mavericks, but ACU is really starting to pick up that momentum.
ACU will not go down without a fight. We're going to take a break. Come back with us. ACU versus UTA. It's a 1-point difference here in Moody Coliseum. UTA up 1, 19-18. Wildcats back to serve, back from the timeout.
Yeah, so far the Wildcats are really starting to get back into this one, really creep back in, have all the momentum right now, and the Wildcat fans are behind them, so these next few plays are gonna be huge.
Defensive block there by ACU. UTA recovers nicely, sends it back over. Back row attack is in the net for Edmonston. Really wanted that one to fall, couldn't get it over the net.
Yeah, really great attempt there by ACU. Almost really smart play, but just came up a little bit short there. Now UTA gets to go to the back line, serve, and try to take home this game.
5 points away from going home. UTA is back to serve. And that is sent home. Number 13, Meredith Fisher, finds a way to put that down.
Great read there by Fisher, being able to time that jump perfectly, being able to hit it straight down. Not what you want to see if you're ACU, but all that you want to see if you're the Mavericks.
ACU going to try to stay back in here. That ball's going to be out of bounds. Braden Bozier had a little bit too much on that one. Going to go out of bounds. And a timeout by ACU.
Yeah, another really good timeout there by Coach Blair. UTA's really starting to pick some momentum, get some really good plays. They're starting to pick up a little bit of momentum by that Blair. So Blair calling that timeout to get her team back together, kind of get them to calm down, be cool, collected, and in order to kind of get recentered heading into these last few points this set.
Now, after timeouts, ACU has really been the team that comes out looking like they had a better use of their time in timeouts. That's really what they need here if they want to stay in this game. They cannot allow UTA another point in this game. Upcoming schedules, here's UTA upcoming schedule. They go to Tarleton State, and then at home at Cal Baptist, and at home versus Grand Canyon. Then they go to Utah Valley, and then travel to Seattle. All of these on ESPN+. And a look at the upcoming schedule for the Wildcats. At home in Moody Coliseum versus SFA. Then we go to Southern Utah, at Utah Tech, at Cal Baptist, and then finally back home versus Grand Canyon in what's going to be a really good one. All of these you can find on ESPN+.
Yeah, a lot of these games are really great matchups for UTA. Already played Grand Canyon once, went to 5 games against them. And then as for ACU, their game Saturday against SFA, a little bit of an interesting one for Coach Blair, who was the assistant coach for SFA up until she took this job here at ACU. So that will be a good one on Saturday for the Wildcats.
Smart tip by ACU. Jada Burkle using the brains on that play, giving the ACU another point, 19-22.
Really great shot there, right down the line, nice and short for the Wildcats, helping them get back on the board, getting this the Mavericks lead back down to Reed to try to sneak in and take in this 4th set.
Roar back to serve for the Wildcats. Nice deep serve. Brown gonna put that one down, recovered nicely by ACU. Back set for the Wildcats. Blocked by the Wildcats. Stein Hilberson in that one down, blocked. And UTA is gonna get another point. 2 more points from the win.
Gray tried to save that ball there, but just went off her hand the wrong way, went out of bounds. Not what you want to see if you're the Wildcats, but able to, but really great play for the Mavericks in order to get that point there.
Now I think we're gonna take a look at it. ACU is going to challenge the play, and the ref is going to go over to the table to see if he can get any looks at it. Not too sure what ACU think they saw, but they're hopeful for another point here, or especially to keep UTA away from the win.
Yeah, if by some reason this challenge turns out in the Wildcats' favor, that changes this 4-point lead into a 2-point lead for the Mavericks.
Looking at the replay here, as we see the ball fly out of bounds, the call is originally out. And I think the call on the 4 will be confirmed, and it's going to remain UTA's point. Loss of the challenge there for ACU. Number 14, Brianna Ford back to serve. Deep serve, set up, Steinhilber, tip, but I think that's going to go out of bounds, giving UTA 24 points in this fourth set.
Yeah, really big play here for UTA. If they get this here, this game is over, and they go into WAC play 2-0.
UTA serve deep, and another block by UTA, and they're going to send that one down and come away with a win in the fourth set and in the game. That is the match, and what a fun one that was, Carrie.
Yeah, what a really good game.
This has been ESPN Plus. At the end of the day, this has been Western Athletic Conference presentation. For Carrie Johnson, Kaylee Kahn, and our whole ACU TV crew, good night and thanks for watching.